My name is Jamie Killingsworth, and I'm an instructor in the Media Studies program. I want to talk about my study abroad course. We will visit two countries, the Netherlands and Belgium. Both countries are cosmopolitan and modern, but also very in touch with their rich histories. I'm very excited about this study abroad course. The theme is about international organizations and global governance, which I think has never been more relevant, particularly as the entire world grapples with a pandemic. A key focus of this trip is Amsterdam. This is a city that has such a rich history, one we will have an opportunity to explore. There are many museums with works from Van Gogh and Rembrandt, for example. We will also visit the Anne Frank House to gain an appreciation for what it must have been like to be persecuted during the Second World War. We will even find time to go to the Heineken Experience. It's a blast, I promise you that, but it's also very much a symbol of that country. This course will also take us to The Hague. Less than an hour from Amsterdam by train, we will visit the Peace Palace as well as the International Criminal Court. On a planning trip just before COVID-19 shut everything down, I had the opportunity to witness a hearing at the ICC, which was presided over by a Canadian judge. The International Criminal Court has long been a source of controversy since its creation, and we will get into the details why and explore its effectiveness. One of the really cool things about the International Criminal Court is that it provides us with a special seminar for visiting students. An employee from the ICC will meet with us, and they try to match up the expertise of the staff member with the interests of the student group visiting. If you've ever wanted to see the famous painting, The Girl with the Pearl Earring, it's located in The Hague, and we'll get a chance to look at it, and it's very intense. That whole museum is very intense, I can assure you, in The Hague. There's also a beautiful beach in The Hague that will allow you to set foot in the North Sea. And I did that a couple of years ago. From The Hague, we'll head to Brussels, which is about 90 minutes by train. Brussels is a rich cultural center with museums and many attractions, very youthful vibe. The city is also home to the European Union and NATO headquarters. These international institutions are one of the main areas of study for our course. In fact, we'll be able to visit the Hemicycle, where much of the European Parliament's work is done. And I can also assure you, you won't have any trouble finding any chocolate or chocolate covered waffles. In fact, we will visit a museum devoted just to chocolate. And chocolate will be a big part of the globalization story when it comes to Belgium. We also head to Bruges, a short distance from Brussels. Bruges is a beautiful city with an incredibly rich history. The city contains a number of interesting attractions. My focus will be the World War I battlefields, Flanders Field. Our class will tour these battlefields and cemeteries. Canada distinguished itself on these battlefields during the First World War, and this will hopefully provide some perspective on how Canada developed as a country. It's a very poignant trip. You'll see the spot where Colonel John McCrae penned his famous poem in Flanders Field. You'll also have the opportunity to go inside a replica of a World War I trench. It's an ambitious study abroad class, to be sure, but I think it has a lot to offer, and there will be opportunities for students to see the sights and soak up everything these two countries have to offer. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me anytime.